My daughter Amy was always quieter than her sisters. She struggled in school to make friends and concentrate in class. She seemed to have this underlying presence of worry. Around 16 years of age, things changed with Amy. She became violent towards us. It was like all of the anxiety and nervousness she held as a child was coming out as this giant force of rage. She started skipping school. I found drugs in her room. She was breaking out of our house at night and returning the next morning, and I was scared of her return. She'd throw furniture, swear, scream at me with such anger and hate. It was palpable but also devastating. I just wanted to give my girl some help. I reached out to her school, to my friends, to family. I couldn't find the answer to help her. Some people told me tough love, kick her out, teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. That just wasn't an option. This was my daughter, my flesh and blood. She needed help. My husband and I would argue about how to help Amy. It was creating a lot of division between us. We were both just scared. We couldn't see a path out of this for her or for our family. There was a lot of conflict in the home. The day that I finally got the help Amy needed was the best and worst day of my life.
I don't want you to go out. I want you.
Oh my God, I cannot deal with you anymore.
I have asked.
You're so annoying.
Okay.
Amy had returned home after 2 days away. She was drug-fueled and out of control. She flipped a table and threw it at me.
No, you can't.
I was terrified by her strength and I ran to the bathroom and locked the door. I had called the police before, but this time I called Jewish House. I knew that they had a crisis line that would answer my call at 10 p.m. I spoke with a caseworker and explained the situation. They asked to speak to Amy. I put my phone on speaker and they talked for some time. The caseworker managed to get Amy to agree to go to Jewish House to stay.
Okay, so we'll try and be over within the next half hour or so.
I don't remember much, but I do remember the car trip to Jewish House and waking up the next morning in a peaceful, calm, quiet bedroom. The first week was really draining. I ate, cried, and told these complete strangers about the horrible thoughts I'd been having for years about ending my life. They understood. They were calm. They didn't judge. They spoke to my mum and told her how I was feeling. I asked them to. I knew I could never muster the words. I started seeing a psychologist at Jewish House and met with a psychiatrist who helped me talk through these feelings and explained to me how the drugs I was putting in my body weren't actually numbing the bad thoughts. I stayed at Jewish House for a month. I caught up on sleep, I ate healthy food, I met with my case manager, Georgie, to plan my day, my week, the workshops I was attending at Jewish House, and my therapy. I wasn't ready to speak to my mum or my family on my own. I needed to just bunker down and focus on me. I didn't have the bandwidth to explain what was happening, and the guilt about how I had treated them was overwhelming. Georgie worked with my family and me to start a conversation between us about my journey.
I knew she was safe at Jewish House. Her case manager, Georgie, updated our family, with Amy too, about her health and connected us with services I'd never even heard of. I worked with Georgie for a few months to plan for Amy's return home and her daily and weekly therapy over the coming years. Rabbi Castell facilitated a mediation to bring together our family, set some boundaries and expectations before Amy returned home.
That was 2 years ago now. Amy continues to attend weekly therapy and workshops at Jewish House. She's studying a design course at TAFE and remains committed to her sobriety. Nicole and her husband also see a psychologist at Jewish House each fortnight. They continue to check in with the team and Amy's psychiatrist to help support their daughter as best as possible.
Thank you, Jewish House. My life isn't perfect. Each day has its tricky moments, and when I feel myself slipping, I call Georgie for a chat and some help. I am healthy. I am here, and I feel loved. Jewish House did that.
There are hundreds of families like Amy's out there who need our help. Together we can change their lives. Please donate generously tonight to help us help others.